All right. I'm back. I'm back. And I want to say, first of all, uh, wow, and thank you for all of the interaction and engagement with the last video. Definitely didn't expect something like 5,000 plus views and almost like 200, I think, comments. I just made it for fun. Figured I'd put it out there for those who may be looking for a system, or rather, people who obviously heard the Jay's video, but immediately wonder, well, I wonder what something cheaper would sound like. A lot of things are different between the videos, how they were recorded, room and everything. I mean, they're not a one-to-one, but I think the video, from reading the vast majority of the comments, did its job in presenting something fun and something different. Though, and I mean though not in like a negative way, but like though as in a thought-provoking way, some of the comments made me think, and which brings me to this video. The word audiophile. The word audiophile. And I'm particularly thinking about one comment. Let me find it real quick. I just had it too. Where'd it go? Yes. Let me switch it over. This guy. Also, if I'm highlighting you in this video, there's no shade, there's no negativity. Like, as long as you're not being hateful, I don't care. Like, everybody has a point. So, this is his point. Which is it's his point, but it was also kind of my point too, but regardless. The main part is the opening. Sorry to say, but for audiophiles, this is so stupid. Well, what do you know? How does one speak for a group that I would consider myself a part of? Sorry to say, but for audiophiles, this is stupid. I think I'm an audiophile, and I don't think it's stupid at all. And he goes on to say some other stuff, like, all right, your system is, but, bruh, that is what I'm saying. Anyway, going, the point of this video, what does it mean to be an audiophile? Because there's also a ton of discussion in this post. I mean, rightfully so, because I'm doing the whole 2,000 versus 600,000 about price. There's a lot of comments about price. And there's a few other comments like that, guys, that hindered around price and equipment and all this stuff. So the question is, when is one able to call themselves an audiophile? Because if I were to ask myself, Ronald, are you an audiophile? I would say yes. Okay. I guess a reasonable follow-up would be, well, why? What makes you an audiophile? And I would say, because music and sound is the center of everything I do, revolving around my system, or just my general appreciation for music, if that, makes sense. And so I guess another follow-up to that would be, well, when did you become an audiophile? I feel like these are the questions people who are engaged with the term would use or would propose. And I would say I've been an audiophile since I was a wee boy. And I say that again, going back to my point of music is essential. Like, you have to, I think, you have to love music. Being an audiophile, it has nothing to do with how much money you spend on equipment. You know, if that's the case, it would be blasphemy to say that I enjoy music on these $40 headphones as much as I do on these Argons. Maybe they were like $400. I'm not really sure. They're modified headphones. I would say that I enjoy music more on these $40 headphones than I do on these couple $100 Neumanns. Additionally, I would say, where is it? This is one of my favorite speakers. The joy I have gotten from this speaker rivals that of my Maggies, rivals that of my ohms that are over there, rivals that of my ELACs that are back here, which were game-changing speakers. I'm going to do a video on those probably at some point. And the point becomes, or the point for me is, an audiophile, if we're going to use the word, is to me someone who, first of all, loves music. You know, if you truly love music, I mean, you're going to concerts as much as possible. And because that, like, nothing's ever going to beat the live sound, the live experience. And that's what I feel like I am striving towards. In more recent years, I've been able to put more money into the efforts, but I don't think you can discredit any of the previous years when I was rocking out on these, you know, $40 headphones, or when I was rocking out on the free AirPod things that came with cell phones back when they had cords and you got accessories and boxes and stuff like that. You know, like I said, music is the front runner, and I think what distinguishes an audiophile from just a casual listener, the only thing I think that distinguishes an audiophile from, let's say, an avid listener, is the attention to the experience. An avid listener will go, I love this band, let me get this album, and let me jam out to this album. I believe the tiny step up to being an audiophile is, I love this band, I love this music, man, how can I make it a little closer to X? You know, for me, it's how can I get it closer to that immersive experience of being there? You know, for somebody else, it might be, how can I get it to that experience of being in the studio, that perfect environment? I think it's just that pursuit of realism is what makes you an audiophile. I mean, of course, you can buy your way into it, and your pursuit could be, I don't know, you can be anything, Ricky. Your pursuit could be, I guess your pursuit, yeah, damn. I guess your pursuit could be, I just want a banging system, and then I use music to show it off. Are you an audiophile then? Question. I don't know. I feel like if music isn't your front, then I don't know. Whatever. You make your own decision. This is just my opinion. Okay. Another question is, does the music you listen to make you an audiophile? Because there was another comment that there's a bunch of comments actually. Actually, there's too many. I'm not going to scroll through them. But there's a bunch of comments that are approaching the question from different angles of source material. There was the use of, one guy was like, I hate audiophile tracks. And I'm like, man, audiophile tracks. I know exactly what he means, because I've also been guilty of using audiophile as a search term in online to find music, and they are the hyper crispy, Chesky records, or Steeplechase records, or what's the other record label? I don't know. It's escaping me right now. I don't want to make this a crazy long video. And I get it. I get that. And valid question. Does the music you listen to dictate whether or not you're an audiophile? I think it's pretty clear that you don't have to be a orchestra buff. You can be a classic rock guy, and maybe you use clips to try and get that stadium experience. Maybe you're deep into electronic music, and you make your own system. You have like these subsonic subs, or however correct word it is for that, and that's your jam. Or can you be a rap connoisseur and be an audiophile? Is rap in the audiophile discography? Questions. I don't know. I would say yes, but I'm pretty sure somebody else might say no. Oh. I don't know. Just food for thought. I wanted to spur more conversations. I really liked how the last video had healthy conversations. I feel like that's so distant from YouTube nowadays. So this is just my thoughts. What do you think it means to be an audiophile? What are the requirements to be an audiophile? Do you think you are an audiophile? I think I am. And I don't think it has anything to do with what I've spent. Because once again, these and this, I have 2 pair, have given me, over the years, more joy from music than anything else. Truly. Alright, well, that's that. More audio videos to come. And until then, let's have a nice, healthy conversation in the comment section. I'll reply to as many as I can. And until next time. Alright, bye.